Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Nice brisk morning to herald the start of a beautiful day. Bit of cloud around, but dry conditions are expected to continue right through the weekend. Next week, heavier clouds will start rolling in again. Nights will get gradually warmer and sooner or later somebody's going to get wet. Temperatures would have been a lot lower this morning had it not been for lingering moisture and cloud. Even so, Nambour and Maroochy fell to just 13 degrees overnight, with a top today of 26. Let's look at the satellite loop now. It's one of those classic situations where what would be a dry southwesterly wind clears the skies across nearly all of Queensland, with the exception of the Darling Downs. And a little bit of that cloud has spilled over into the southeast coast, which I'm sure you noticed today. What's happening here? There's a swirl in the Tasman Sea off the New South Wales coast. That's where the main low is. And it's pulling moisture around, almost wrapping around. And on the western slopes of the Downs, it's gradually heightening it and condensing it into low cloud and a bit of drizzle. Some of that's spilling over. Now, today's chart, there's the low I was talking about. Clockwise winds around the low, and we've got a high over the continent. And together, those two systems are bringing those drier, cooler southwesterly winds into the state. On tomorrow's chart, not a whole lot of change except the low disappears. The high takes pole position. We've still got a southwesterly, but it's lighter. Might even turn around to the northwest later on. Then on the outlook chart, we've got a sort of a limp pressure pattern now, but it's all leading in to what will be a more moist easterly flow next week when an upper level trough comes along, and we'll start to see showers from about Tuesday onwards. So now the latest from the Weather Bureau. The boating forecast for Sunshine Coast waters, west to northwest winds reaching 20 knots tomorrow morning before shifting north-northeasterly in the afternoon, all on a 2-metre easterly swell. Almost dead calm on Sunday, Monday, so get out there and enjoy the flat water. Tomorrow's high tide will be in the morning, followed by low tide in the early afternoon. The swing's modest but getting wider with the approach of Wednesday's new moon. Now, the South East Coast District, a rainless day, though the sun will occasionally be hiding behind cloud. Maroochydore, 15 to 27 degrees, so getting warmer at night. Nambour, also 27. Gympie, 11 to 27. And looking ahead for Maroochydore, becoming cloudy next week, like I said, with the odd shower developing from Tuesday onwards. A sharp drop in temperature on Wednesday will bring us closer to the midwinter average. And that's all for this week, folks. Pleasure to have your company once again, and thank you for watching 7 Local Weather. I'll be back on Monday with more. Hope you can join me then. Now it's over to Robbie Sherwell with the Surf Report.
Thanks, Livio. Been plenty of surf up and down our coast this week, and it looks set to roll right through the weekend. The winds will change, though. We've had a solid 1 to 1.5 metres, even up to 2 metres of east-southeasterly swell, sitting about 10-second intervals. The intervals look set to drop down to about that 9 to 9.5 seconds, and the swell should hang in there anywhere around that 1.2 metres over the weekend. We are looking at nor'westers in the mornings, possible northeasters in the afternoons. Now, with that in mind, it's going to be the open beaches. They are going to be the biggest and the cleanest, up between Peregian and Sunshine. Yarumba's worth a look on the higher tide. Also, we're checking down around Twin Waters, also northern Maroochydore, and on the southern end, the whole of the Kawana stretch right through to Curramundi and Dickey Beach. And there's going to be a few fun waves down around Kings Beach and Happy Valley. That's for surfing. For swimming, relatively dangerous conditions across our coast. Just remember, the ocean is always a dangerous place. With this little bit of swell around and a high tides early in the morning, as the tide drops out, going to be some strong rips and currents. Please stay safe. Pay heed to lifeguards' warnings and only swim between the red and yellow flags. I hope you have a wonderful weekend across the coast beaches. Now it's back to you, Rob.
On Robbie, thank you, mate. Those open beach breaks should be nice and clean. Have a good weekend. For the mums, have a beautiful day on Sunday, won't you? We'll see you Monday night. From the team, take care. Good night.
Tonight on 7 News, security tightened at airports as Queensland